Hey everybody, Ronaldo Waffman here, and in the last video I talked to you about MobileBeat and my upcoming seminar and all that, but I also want to talk to you on this video a little bit about some of my favorite places that I've gone to in Vegas. Now I don't do the whole club thing, not really my style. You can't take me to a club unless you're paying me to DJ. It's just not my thing, really. And everybody already knows about the big shows, whether it's Penn and Teller, Britney, Elton John, David Copperfield, whatever the case may be. Everybody knows about that. Some of these that I'm mentioning, some of you guys already know, especially if you've been there before. But if you've never been to Vegas, and even if you've been, you might find this list interesting. It's only really 6 places that I go to quite a bit every single time, year after year. The first 3 are just restaurants that I really like, and then the other 3 are, well, I might add some in between, but the other 3 are also like tourist trap things that I really like. So restaurants, first of all, if you've not been to In-N-Out Burger, okay, you have to go. And if you guys are on the West Coast, you know what? Screw you guys, because you can just go anytime to In-N-Out Burger. But over on the East Coast, like Florida, look, we have McDonald's, Burger King. We get all that chain crap. The best thing we have to a burger is Whataburger. And it's really hit and miss depending on which Whataburger you go to, it seems. So if you guys are from the East Coast like I am, and you haven't had a chance to go to In-N-Out, oh my God, go. And the milkshakes, they're so good. I like them, so yes. Also, late night, because, Vegas always winds up being a very late night thing. Usually I don't wind up eating dinner sometimes till 1 o'clock in the morning, because it gets so busy between my stuff that I'm doing on my personal time and stuff that I'll be doing with ADJ, stuff that I'll be doing with Moby, Disc Jockey News. Like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. Hey, it's dinner time. Vegas, for a city that never sleeps, no, that's New York people. Vegas goes to bed pretty early, it seems. Like, after 11 o'clock, everybody's just clubbing. And if you're not clubbing, you're going to a bar. And if you're not going to a bar, there really isn't that much. That's just what I've noticed. However, late night food that I've really, really enjoyed is Lucky's. Lucky's over by the Hard Rock Hotel, which is one of my favorite hotels, but I'm going to give the Tropicana a try this year because it's really pretty. And it's the host hotel. But whenever I'm there for anything else, I usually stay at Hard Rock and Lucky's. It's like this little Americana Hispanic fusion type restaurant. They're open 24 hours. The food is always good. If you go there for breakfast, the huevos rancheros are to die for. But yeah, I like Lucky's. Also in Hard Rock, Pink Taco. If you've not done Pink Taco, absolutely delicious. Really, really like it. Especially because I like Hispanic food. Their queso, really good. Last time I went there, they didn't have the queso fundido, which was a little bit disappointing. If you have not had queso fundido, definitely got to have it. It's the best kind of queso there is. But it's still good, especially anything with their corn tortillas, tacos al pastor, really good. Burgers, going back, obviously In-N-Out, not what I recommend classy dining. But if you do want a good burger, most people go to Gordon Ramsay's Burger. I don't get it. I don't get burger. I'm a Gordon Ramsay fan, and I'm becoming less and less and less of a Gordon Ramsay fan. Huge fan of Richard Sandoval. Wish he would do more stuff in Vegas. But Gordon Ramsay, kind of slipping. Burger wasn't that great. If you do want a good burger joint, believe it or not, Guy's Burger Joint, don't remember where the heck it's at, though. That's actually a really good place. Just look it up. I enjoyed it. And even though Gordon Ramsay has been kind of slipping, in my opinion, the pub is still really good. The last time, it could have been a little bit better because they overcooked the scallops. Go figure. Gordon Ramsay overcooked scallops. That shouldn't happen, but it did. But the pub is actually pretty good, pretty reasonable in price, depending on what your budget is. Now, as far as tourist trap thingies, there's 3 that I really like. First is the High Roller, outside of the link. If you've not been to the High Roller, you got to do that. Basically, it's the biggest Ferris wheel, I think, in the world, or whatever the case may be. Pretty big. Don't go there and buy a ticket. That's just stupid. You go on Groupon because they have this, I think it's like $60 for 2 people, where you have unlimited drinks for 30 minutes, and it's almost a 45-minute to an hour-long trip around the Ferris wheel. It really is that big, and if you're scared of heights, it's not like one of those tiny little Ferris wheels where it only sits 2 of you. I mean, these cabins could hold like 40 people. They're pretty big. So you definitely got to do the High Roller. It's one heck of an experience. I'm a big fan of it. Then there's also the Fremont Strip. Everybody knows about the Fremont Strip because you've got the huge giant LED screen. This is mostly for people who haven't been to Vegas before. Uber yourself over there. Don't even try driving because there's no place to find to park there. But you got to do the Fremont Strip. And now that the, what's it called, zip line is done, I believe they have like 2 different levels now, got to do the zip line. That was a blast. That was one of my favorite things the first time I did Vegas. I think you'll really enjoy that too. My goodness, I have like something flat on my eye. I don't know what the heck it is. Okay, next are 2, I'm a big fan of comedy, especially in Vegas, because you can really get offended, and the best part is watching other people get offended. So, Vinny Favorito is an insult comic, and it's over at the Hollywood Flamingo or whatever the case. Again, Google it, and it'll tell you where it's at. Actually, let me see if I can pull this up. Yeah, it's in Flamingo. I think it ended though, and I don't know if he moved it, so I don't know what happened. But if he's still open, Vinny Favorito would literally do like just an improv set, insulting everybody in the audience. Absolutely hilarious. First time I took my wife there, and shout outs to Greg D from Your DJ Skins, because he's the one who introduced me to all this. But I took my wife to it, and he's like, "So what do you do for a living?" She goes, "Oh, I'm a lighting tech." He goes, "Oh, let me do your job." Click, it's on. I mean, it was really cool. I mean, he just picked on everybody. Great time. Now that I'm looking up here, it says that it ended. Well, that kind of sucks. I don't know. I'll have to look it up and see. Maybe he moved elsewhere. I hope so, because big fan, just a lot of fun, and it's really affordable. And then my absolute #1 favorite thing to do in Vegas. Listen, I don't care if you don't listen to me on anything. You have to do this, and I promise you are going to love it. If you get offended easily, I really want you to go. And I want to hear about your experience, and it's called Absinthe. So Absinthe, not the drink, it's a show. It's in a big old tent right outside Caesars. And this big old tent becomes even bigger once you step in. It's amazing how much they crammed on here. What this is basically Cirque du Soleil, Comedy Central's roast, a live insult show with no regard to human safety. This is the land where OSHA doesn't seem to exist. It's really cool because you do get that Cirque du Soleil experience, and they're fantastic performers. Personally, I like them way miles above Cirque du Soleil. But the performers are not only great, but because it only fits a couple hundred people, it's really intimate. You get to see every sweat drop. You get to see everything. When I mean, no regards to human safety, there's a really, really cool stunt. I don't want to explain what it is. You really have to ask her, and I'll tell you what it is. These two roller skaters are going around. They're doing stunts while they're spinning around. And there's one part where she literally hangs, like he's got like this little noose that goes around his neck that just kind of spins. She hangs onto it while he's spinning around, and she's spinning around. There's nothing to catch them. If they fall, someone's gonna die, and it's gonna be somebody in the front audience, because I was literally sitting right there, like I could see her every time that she swung by. So it was a really, really cool show. But no, seriously, Absinthe, you gotta go to it. They do swear a lot, and their point is to try to offend somebody within the first 5 seconds of you sitting down. You're gonna love that show. It is by far the best thing I've ever seen in Vegas. You'd swear I'm getting paid to say this, because I cannot say enough good things about Absinthe. It is not just the best show that I've been to in Vegas, it's the best show I've been to anywhere. Not just the production value, but the comedy, the way they keep it fresh. I always see something different every time that I've gone there. It's going to be 4 or 5 shows from me now, and it's always something different. Now, and if you do Absinthe, and please, really do, you'll love it. And if you've been to Absinthe or any of the places I've talked about, leave a comment below. But there's 2 different levels of tickets. If you can't afford the front seat tickets, it's okay, because you might be like this the whole time, so it's really not going to be that bad. And if you're sitting in the front row, you are going to get picked on. So if you don't want to get picked on, you might want to sit in the back row. And if you do happen to get picked on for the dance contest, do me a favor and film that and post the link so I can see it. But yeah, Absinthe, outside Caesars. And you can't just walk in and buy tickets. You really need to pre-order your tickets, and they're only open certain days out of the week. So you got to go online, you got to see what days are open, and you got to buy your ticket. So that's it. That's my Vegas list. Obviously I missed a lot of stuff, but that's just some of my favorite things. Make sure to leave el commento down below. Click like, subscribe, share with your friends, share with your enemies, share with people that have never been to Vegas. It's going to be the first time, whatever the case may be. Thank you guys so much for watching. Good night, and God bless.